Who to get the ball to, when, and where.
On the other side, Naz Hillman, the 6'2 senior from Cleveland, leading the way for the Michigan Wolverines. They attempt today to do what has not been done before in Michigan women's basketball history, hoping to take home their first ever Big Ten title.
Keep your eye on number 0 in blue. That's Naz Hillman going into the block to post up. She's a 20-point-per-game scorer, one of the tops in the nation, and she's capable of scoring inside and getting to the free throw line.
Kaiser knocks down the first shot, the mid-range jumper for the 6'3 senior out of Noblesville, Indiana. The starting 5 for the Hawkeyes, along with Clark, Martin, Marshall, Warnock, and Sonano. Warnock and Marshall did not play in the first meeting, which went to Michigan. It was a high-scoring affair, 98-90. Marshall on the mid-range, no good. They led by as many as 25, Debbie, and then Caitlin Clark led a huge fourth-quarter comeback to make things close.
I mean, 46 points in Chrysler Arena. That was amazing by Caitlin Clark.
Good pass back to the perimeter. Layla Felia, who's been coming on strong in the second half season, the freshman from Cincinnati, moved into the starting lineup with the injury to Leah Brown. And huge news today for the Wolverines. After missing a month, Leah Brown is available and ready to play today, coming off the bench. Averaging 15 a night. As Monica Sonano scores inside, she is their other 20-point-per-game player.
Only 2 in the country. Only one team that has 2 20-point scorers, and that's Iowa.
Felia looking for another, and she's got it.
Couldn't be a better start on the road for Michigan. 3 for 3, getting shots that they want in their offense. Felia defending Caitlin Clark. Not even got a good look at the basket yet. And it's early, it's only 2 minutes, but that's how important defending Caitlin Clark is to slow down Iowa.
Felia is just a 25% shooter from downtown. She's knocked down a pair. It's not a team that relies heavily on the 3-ball. They like to pound it inside to Hillman. Kaiser spinning, draws the foul. Kim Barnes-Arico now in her 10th season, the winningest coach in Michigan women's basketball history. Reached the Sweet 16 last year, Debbie, with essentially the same crew, as did Iowa. These are 2 programs that want to go much deeper in this year's postseason.
And they're both capable because they can score. And it's hard to defend both these teams with the balance they have on the offensive end. That's why we expect a very high-scoring game tonight. As a matter of fact, Iowa is 3rd in the nation at just under 85 points per game. And there's Caitlin Clark, number 22, being defended by the freshman.
Felia draws the assignment initially. They want to take away her vision and take away her space. Marshall airs that one out. Lisa Bluter, the dean of Big Ten coaches. In fact, when you put the men's and the women's coaches together, only Bob Knight, Tom Izzo, Gene Cady, and C. Vivian Stringer have won more Big Ten games than Lisa Bluter has, including the 2019 Big Ten tournament. They're trying to win the regular season for the first time in a dozen years. Here is Hillman working against a double team. Good off the bounce, gets to the rim.
She gets a deep catch. She is so quick and explosive around the rim. We mentioned Caitlin Clark's 46. Hillman had a 50-point game last year, so she's capable as well.
Martin gets the steal, and then Nolan takes it right back. And they'll head to the line.
Going to be the first on Sonano. Watch the quickness right here by Naz Hillman. She faces up, doesn't feel any contact, uses a great reverse pivot, and then one bounce hard to the other side of the rim.
Nolan is the big 3-point shooting threat. Couple years coming off the bench into the starting lineup this year for the junior out of Zionsville, Indiana. Her scoring is doubled, her shooting percentages all way up this season.
She's definitely their best 3-point shooter, and she has the ability to stretch the floor. It's hard to bring a double to Naz Hillman when you've got Nolan on that side of the floor. Plus, Naz is so quick with her move that it's hard to bring a double anyway.
Warnock tries to get to the rim. Hillman, one of the best rebounders in the country.
But that's what you want to do when Hillman comes away from the bucket, Beth. You got to try to attack her off the bounce and see if you can pick up a cheap foul on her.
Well, they lost Nolan. Short on the 3-ball. And rebounded by Sinano, the 6'3" senior. Here is Clark. Looking for some room. Finds some inside the line. And Hillman with another rebound. She's already got 3. To go along with a couple of assists and a basket.
You got to read the weak side before you try to throw that lob in. Good defense by Iowa on the backside, being ready in transition to load to the ball.
Into the lane. Taiwo unable to knock it down. Tony, the senior, is quickly into the game. Nolan tries the left side, has it stripped, and it will stay with Michigan. Good start for the Wolverines, shooting 67% from the floor. Iowa just 2 for 8. Addison O'Grady will come on to replace Sinano.
Both these teams don't like to extend their defense. They're both pretty good in their quarter court. They like to play man-to-man. We will see some zone, though, out of both, just to try to protect inside out because the post play for both teams is so good.
Clark from the logo. Her first shot from downtown, and she drains it.
Are you kidding me? What did Lisa Bluter say? Trying to get your teammates involved first before you shoot that 1-point 3.
She's like, we'd rather see those later in the game. And Caitlin said, oh, we need a bit of a jump. They'll look for back-to-back and get it.
And this is where Danielle Roush has matured on the top of the floor for Michigan. Kim Barnes-Arico doesn't need to call an early timeout, nor does she want to. And this crowd is up. Zone by Iowa.
Hillman doubled, skips it, and they swing it around to Roush. Buries the 3, and the emotion from Danielle Roush.
Beth, that's what we were talking about today at shoot-around. Just the physical stature, the confidence, the maturity of Danielle Roush.
Clark dumps it off. Here comes Nolan. Roush going to try again. Clark with the board. It's not just her points. She averages 8 rebounds and 8 assists per game.
She's already had 5 triple-doubles. Every night she's on triple-double watch. It's incredible, the IQ, the vision, her ability to rebound, immediately eyes up the floor to the rim.
Good ball fake again. Nolan gets lost on the perimeter, and another 3-ball from Michigan.
The Iowa is spending so much time protecting inside out, loading to the strong side. That's the best 3-point shooter for Michigan. You can't have 2 feet in the paint on the weak side.
They average 4 per game. They've got 4 triples already in the first quarter. Clark steps away from Philly and barely hits iron.
And so without Sinano on the floor and O'Grady inside, because Sinano picked up that cheap first foul, Caitlin Clark's going to be looking for more shots now. I mean, she likes to deliver it inside, but she's certainly capable of calling her own number at any time.
5 points, a couple boards, a couple of assists. Hillman, the skip, Roush, the entry into Kaiser. Clark there defensively. Forces her to go to the left, and Kaiser knocks it down.
You can't underestimate or undervalue the Emily Kaiser effect with Naz Hillman. She has been fantastic because she can stretch and shoot the 3, and she's a tremendous offensive rebounder when teams load to Naz Hillman.
O'Grady, good help from Hillman, and forces the turnover as she came from the weak side.
What a start for Michigan. They are 4 for 6 outside the 3-point line. Danielle Roush has got one of those triples.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Wendy's new Hot Honey Chicken Sandwich, also available on a biscuit at breakfast at participating U.S. Wendy's. And the stylish Lexus RX. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. That was a shoot-around today with the with the Gators and the Crashers from Waukee, Debbie, up near Des Moines. Former Hawkeye Lindsay Meters runs an AAU program up there. Her daughter and some of their friends were on those teams. And, of course, everybody in the great state of Iowa in love with Caitlin Clark right now. Number 22s all over the house. Kids, teenagers, dads, everybody amped up about Iowa's chances today to win the Big Ten championship. But right now it's Michigan seeking their first title. Out in front, and they've got Leah Brown back on the court for the first time in a month. Number 32 in maize and blue.
It's great to see Leah Brown back. I think at the beginning of the season when we were asked to put in who our top 25 players in the country were, I had Leah Brown on my list. She's a capable 20-point shooter. She's a playmaker. She rebounds. She's a great fantasy line stack stuffer, right? If you had her in your fantasy team, you would win some games.
Working it inside, Cameron Williams. Boy, they've had a terrific balance inside and out here in the first quarter. And just like in the first meeting, they have opened things up early. Clark working inside on Nolan. Good defense from the Wolverines. And another Hillman rebound. That's her fifth already.
Oh, this is going to get physical. This is going to be feisty. Both these teams are well aware of what's on the line today, playing for a conference championship. Michigan has never won one. It's been a long time for Lisa Bluter in Iowa.
Tim Daly, Maggie Timon, Julie Kromanuk are officials today. I think both coaches, Debbie, anticipating the physicality and the emotion that has already been spent. You know, the nerves and the butterflies all day waiting for tip. Both coaches have already gone to their bench a little bit deeper than we had anticipated.
Well, I think you have to get everybody a little sweat and a little run in a game like this, just in case you need them, because you do expect it to be physical. We were joking with the coaches and with the refs. Just let them call their own today. We'd be fine with that. Let's just call your own.
Caitlin Clark, 5 points so far through the first 9 minutes. Hillman just the one bucket, but she's been doing other things for the Wolverines. And the three ball.
Yeah, there are times when they like to get Caitlin Clark off the ball, let someone else initiate the offense. What a big play by Kate Martin from the top of the floor.
They have three players that can shoot it better than 40% from outside. Hillman, strong defense there by O'Grady, and it will head the other way. Excuse me, Sonano.
You're Sonano right now. You got to make sure you stay vertical and you stay between Naz Hillman and the basket and turn and box her out. Do not try to block her shot. If she catches, just try to move your feet and keep your hands high. Show your hands in the post.
Here they are again with Clark off the ball and Kate Martin at the point. And they're going to call the offensive foul on the screen. They're going to be Gabby Marshall. That would be her first.
Watch Gabby Marshall working off the ball, going down to set a pin down screen. See, now I don't see much there. I think Leah Brown ran into the screen.
Amy Dilk is now into the game, and her pass is picked off, and an easy one for Clark.
Getting some offense off her defense.
Brown threads the needle to Kaiser inside for the assist. Kaiser with 7 here in the first. Final seconds of the quarter. Runner, good if it goes! And a three-pointer for Gabby Marshall.
Are you kidding? 25-20 in the first quarter? Come on, Mullins! This is going to be fantastic. Time and score awareness. Gabby Marshall drills it from 3.
I just love that you as a dad, you brought Gianna here today. You brought her to see the UConn ladies on their senior night. You bring your girls to see basketball. Why is that so important to you?
Well, it's important for them to see great basketball. And also just for the women's game in general, it's important to raise awareness about it, to have more women out there playing the game, and it's the future.